Come and jump in the ride, hop on the bus. We gon' slide, be outside when we pick you up. Take you to a place where you can open up your mind. Say what you gotta say, and nobody blinks an eye. You on the long bus, with short thoughts, long bus, with short thoughts, long bus, with short thoughts. You on the long bus, with short thoughts, long bus, with short thoughts, long bus, with short thoughts. At the bus stop and whatnot with some blunts in my lunchbox. Enough stock to last the whole show. Got a whole packed road. The place about to go, better keep your glass cold. I jump in, meet my other friends. Big respect, gotta show love to them. You wouldn't believe who the bumping in. Why you looking like that? You coming in? Anyway, this is Matt, that's Steve. What a rich Danny. There's Jason, there's Robin, that's the other Steve. This the whole damn team, the whole stampede. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and speak. Make yourself at home. Here, take a seat. Let your mind free. Hit a little tree. Take a little drink. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Jump in the ride.
All right, welcome to show 64. How we doing?
Sunday.
It is Sunday. So we'll get the business out of the way. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all the fun stuff. We'd like to thank Habits Glass and Goodies. 3 locations here in Omaha, one on 84th and J, one on 101st and Maple, and one over in the Florence neighborhood off of North 30th. And Thirst Trap Mobile Wellness. So we're going to get one more thing out here quick. We got Hunger for Music benefit June 6th at the Beach House. Doors open at 7. Hunger for Music is a company that basically they take the donations, buy instruments for kids that can't afford them and get
Nice.
so they can go ahead and play the music they want to play.
Nice.
So what we got today is we have Thirst Trap Mobile in the house.
Welcome.
Welcome, ladies.
Oh, raise the roof.
Yeah, raise the roof. So we're here to introduce you guys to our people. You guys are one of our sponsors here, and I believe in what you're doing. The first time I did it, I believe it helped me through an influenza battle at the house, and I made it through relatively unscathed. So we're going to kind of tell people what you guys are doing and what you're offering while we're getting IV'd ourselves. So, first of all, where did the mobile hydration come from? Like, where was that idea? Was that something? Because I think it's great. I think being able to sit in my house and have this done is a beautiful idea.
So it came from because we were looking to service the rural areas, right? And not a lot of this is in that area. And so by us being mobile, we thought people would latch on to it and, run with it because we can come to you and service you at your house rather than you having to go to a location all the way in Omaha, Norfolk, or Sioux City, basically our rural area.
And that's nice because nobody really wants to go sit in a clinic all day anyway and wait. And it's never good. I enjoyed the comfort of my home way more than any doctor or clinic ever. So,
yeah.
Now you guys don't only do the hydration, you guys offer there's 3 different hydrations.
So we have different ones. So we have the Get Up and Go, which is the energy, the Reboot, which is the hangover. We have the Myers cocktail, which is like for pain, migraines. And then we have the Immune.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and then so you don't only do the hydration though. What all do you guys offer?
Yes, so we do weight loss, and then we also do Botox filler. The wrinkle release and
help you get those lips a little bigger and things like that.
Jesus.
I did bring some Botox today. Anybody here wants to try?
Rob, you trying to thicken that upper lip, buddy?
Just thinking the same about you, buddy.
Where did we go wrong here? Where's the turn that we just took?
It's too early.
So now you guys also have a physical office here in Omaha, right?
Yes.
And where is it located at?
In Barnum, it's downtown Omaha.
Okay.
It's right beside the Barnum Hotel, the Landmark Center. So
okay.
Yeah, it's a nice
And,
location.
and just so our viewers know, you guys are licensed as well. So it's not like you guys are sticking IVs in people just,
Yeah.
in case they want to know, like, are they licensed? Yes, you guys are licensed.
So I've been a nurse practitioner for quite a long time, probably about 8 years.
Okay.
Before that, I was an RN, and so I've worked in backgrounds, cardiology, and then oncology, and then pain management, which is how I met Bree.
Nice.
We had actually initially we're going to set up with a different with that position and everything, but things fell through, and so we thought, you know what, we have all this knowledge, we have all this information, let's just make a go of it and service. Starting off with the rural area, but you know we're now in Omaha, so we're excited about expanding out there.
You know, that downtown location could be really nice during the College World Series and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
So,
Definitely.
Out there sweating your butt off and just
Uh,
go tap in.
Yeah.
Go tap in.
They've got a station. Sadly, I've been there. At the back,
Oh, really? Is
the
it
basement of the basement? Yeah, the baseball field.
like a hydration station or something?
Yeah.
Do they IV people down there, or is it
Yeah.
just bottles of water? Oh, really?
It-
Rob
it's
said,
all the
"I've been
above."
there.
Yeah, my son had an incident, and it literally
Oh,
was
okay.
just 20 minutes of cooling down, and there's a couple firefighters in there.
Yeah.
It's quite an experience.
All right, but yeah, you can get yourself hydrated pre-game before you go sit in the sun.
Before
all
you
day.
go pregame.
So we have the South Omaha Bash coming up here on the 31st, and you guys are going to be there doing some hydration stuff. And
Yeah.
Okay, so we're excited for that. Steve, who isn't here today, he tied a couple on last night and couldn't carry him in here this morning. So he's not here, but he was really looking forward to that. I'm sure he'll be hooking up down there and getting hydrated himself. But we're excited to see you guys there, and I think it'll be good for you guys.
Yeah, we're super excited.
Yeah. So have you guys been friends a long time, or just work together, or?
We met at work,
Okay.
but now we're good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you guys just sitting there kind of just working and just say, hey, let's start this? Is this how this went?
Well, we were supposed to start this program with the position that we were with,
Okay.
but it fell through, and so we were just like, why don't we just go ahead and do it ourselves? And so, Bree's a go-getter, and so, she started looking in at stuff, and then we just got it all together. I mean, it's slow in some sense, but we're getting to where we want to be.
No, definitely.
Yeah, so we.
Well, I mean, and you're just getting started. What have you
Yes.
been at it? 6
Yeah.
months? Maybe 8?
November, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
November, yeah,
okay.
absolutely. And we've had such great support. Thank you guys, especially.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Sips and Co. and Lions have been really good for us. Are really great with us. I mean, we've been really fortunate.
Yeah, we actually have.
As Matt's coughing over here.
I got a tickle in my throat. It is killing me. It's even got my eyes watering, bro. I'm going down. Oh.
So now, and this can also be, kids can utilize this as well, right?
We usually
Or do you have an
adults.
age rate?
Yeah,
An age range?
adults.
Adults
yeah,
you prefer? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
absolutely. So, but as far as like the Botox and things like that, again, men can do that too. We've had some good results with Botox and filler recently, and so we're pretty excited about that. Bree's had a couple of things done, and she looks marvelous as always. Had a lip flip recently. A little bit of
I
filler,
did see
so.
your lift lip on the Facebook page the other day.
Well, because like when you saw me, my top lip was like super flat, right?
Yeah.
And so then I told Andrew, I was like, I just want some filler in my top lip for it to match my bottom lip. And then I was like, well, let's try the lip flip. So I tried it, and I don't think you can tell, but you can't which is our goal. Like you want to stay natural,
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys have occasionally some you'll get together in a place and do some wine tastings and do some deals like that too, don't you?
We do, yes.
All right.
We actually are looking to do a setup with Closed Mentor in July, and so they're in Omaha on Maple, and we're going to have, fortunately, a gentleman from Oklahoma is actually going to come down and help us get situated for that. Again, shout out to him because he's coming from Oklahoma. He's going to bring an N-mode machine. We're going to kind of do a little demo of what this type of machine does. It does like radio frequency where it's skin tightening, things like that. It's good for the skin. It's non-invasive type of procedures that help you, look younger, feel better. I mean, who doesn't want to look better? I mean, honestly, who doesn't want to feel better?
Yeah.
So,
Laser hair removal.
Oh,
laser
okay.
removal too.
I don't need laser hair removal. I need implants.
Well, you know how you shave?
Uh-huh.
The laser hair removal gives that straight line.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it does.
You could have your
That
perfect
chest
lines all
hair,
the
back
time.
hair.
Yeah, it takes me about an hour to get these lines straight, man.
Yeah.
And the older I get, I know my eyes are going to go. So I'm going to start having, lightning bolts or something.
Yeah, we could map it out and then just do that.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So with the what you got with what you guys offer, like what are what do you have? Like I got the immune going on.
Mhm.
So can you tell the people what that has in, like, what's in the IV, what's in the bag?
So the immune, it has some vitamin B complexes, and it has what was that?
Zinc, copper, magnesium, glutathione, and then the thiamine.
Okay,
And then also Zofran for the nausea,
For
if
nausea.
you want that. That is
Right.
optional.
okay. And then you guys offer weight loss. So I mean, like, is that guy? I'm not savvy about it, but you got the Ozempic, and I don't know like what's in the weight loss part of it.
So we do the Zepbound
Okay,
or the semaglutide.
okay,
So that they're like the same thing, but they're not the name brand.
okay.
So that's what we have. It's just like a component in there. So there's the semaglutide is a 1 inhibitor,
Yeah.
and then your tirzepatide,
Okay.
Zepbound, is a 2 inhibitor. So we always start everybody off on the 1 inhibitor.
The semaglutide
Yes.
first, and
Okay.
then the tirzepatide.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is all on. You guys have a website,
Yes,
and
Right.
this is all all this information is provided on there, right?
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
What do we have a email address or a website address? You want to throw that out?
Yeah, absolutely. Thirsttrapwellness.com.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's our website.
And then
Absolutely. We're on Facebook and social.
Yep,
so.
Facebook Thirst Trap
Instagram.
Mobile. Yep.
Instagram, TikTok.
Now, Botox, is that kind of just a face thing? What
No.
else can you Botox? Just
The
curious.
trapezius. Some people do that to get a slender look, maybe a little less tense there. People do it if they have excessive bleeding, so that would be underneath the underarm. Of course, we'd have to look at all the criteria, make sure you're okay to have it, different
Yeah,
things like
excessive
that. So,
sweating.
I hear you. I have never been like my skin or any of that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So I'm curious.
Yeah.
The underarm thing, I wouldn't even thought about that.
oh
But
yeah,
I know that bothers some people.
Yeah, absolutely. When you see the stains and things like that, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That, so.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any events coming up here other than the bash here on the 31st?
No, we have the biker bash coming up, and then we will be doing some bridal parties. So we also do offer bridal packages.
Hey.
Nice.
All right.
Yep.
Do you guys do any kind of a membership for like monthly
So
subscription type of deal or?
we do for the IVs. If you want the basic, that's $250. If you want the premium, that's $425. So the basic is 3 packs of IV saline, no vitamins, no minerals, nothing included. Your premium is $425 for 6 months. Any 3 infusions, free vitamin B12 injection, and double fluids. Elite Drip is $770 valid for 1 year. Any 6 infusions, any free injections, and double fluids.
Hey, okay.
But then we also have the referral program. So then, like if somebody comes in and they refer a friend and they get that name out, then you get $10 off your next service. And then there is no cap on that. So every
Okay.
time that you refer somebody to us and they get your name, you get $10 off.
Okay. And then like what is for our IV we've got coming in here, what does that run somebody?
So it's in about 160.
About 160.
So
Okay.
we try to stay
Yeah, go ahead.
comparable with the Omaha area, and maybe just a little bit lower than what other people are offering. Just because we want to stay competitive as
Yeah.
well. But just because our prices are just a tad bit lower doesn't mean the quality or of the
Right.
work is any
Yeah.
different. We just want to, be able to bring some people in. And I had somebody thank me the other day. They're just like, "Yeah, thanks for not, raising it all the way up and everything." So
Well, you're the new guy. Like, I'm cheaper if somebody wants to come record here than a lot of the guys are. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
so I get it.
Yep.
I get it. Yeah. Okay. So the 31st South Omaha Bash, Facebook and the website, both Thirst Trap Mobile. You want to give us the website one more time?
Thirsttrapwellness.com.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about what I got, ladies. We'll get on with our day here, and we'll let you know how this hydration was. And I haven't really talked about this yet out loud too much, anyway. But I am,
Drum roll, please.
I am doing the weight loss with these guys.
Okay.
So I have been on this. I think I'm coming up on my 4th week here.
Okay.
So
So what does that run? What does that run for the weight loss package?
So if you do the semaglutide, right now we have that priced at $380. We give you a vial, we give you your syringes. We will teach you how to do that before we let you go on by yourself. And the vial can last you up to 3 months.
Okay.
We had
Okay.
pretty good results with
We
that.
have.
I haven't had to write any prescriptions for any type of nausea medicine or anything. We haven't even given a B12 shot, which sometimes comes along with it, or people will give that if people are having like reflux or different things like that, side effects. But we haven't. I mean, we just haven't. We've had really good results, so we
Yeah.
try to keep pretty close communication with people.
Yeah.
And I did the weight loss, and I started at 192, and I'm down to like 155, so
Nice.
about 30 some pounds.
And
Yes.
how?
Yeah.
And what time frame?
So I started at the end of September,
Mhm.
and I stayed at the lowest dose.
Mhm.
I just upped about, what was that, 3 months ago, up to the second dose.
Mhm.
And yeah, I just gradually started losing it. You don't see your results right away, and I tell everyone, be patient,
Right.
because everyone's like, well, I'm not seeing results within the first week, second week. Give it some time, let it get in your body and work, and you'll start seeing results.
Now, do you obviously the common sense? You got to eat right. You got, what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Other
Absolutely.
stuff, exercise. This, just you also to tell people, hey, this ain't gonna be a
Right.
You
the
know,
magic
one thing
shot.
fix all. Right. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
we
people that
definitely-
they're like, oh yeah, well, you got to do other stuff,
Yeah.
to kind of help it work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And some of our more people that I have one lady that's a little bit up in age, but I just said even if you do just some stationary exercise, just get out, walk around the your apartment complex or something like that. Just doesn't have to be anything extreme.
Yeah. No, that's me and Diesel doing the walks in the morning, and we get about a mile in, sometimes two, just depending upon how we're feeling. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I was down to 297 yesterday when I stepped on the scale. So I
Yeah, that's awesome.
finally got through that 300, and yeah,
And besides with this last injury I had, I've been doing the fasting and all that, but I try to magnesium and D3 and all the vitamins, and just try to. It's tough when you get older, you know what I'm saying? But I know, I'm going to be really interested in this because, we can't, we're so deficient in vitamins and stuff that our bodies really need. And then as you get older, our bodies tend to slow down in producing it. So this is definitely an awesome thing to do.
and you spend all day working in a factory. I mean, a sweat box all day. It's
You know what? It was worse when I did construction because I was outside. So to me, working where I work, I'm not hot. I'm not sweating. Thank God. To
Yeah.
where I don't miss the days of being out 98 degrees, heat index of 140. I don't miss it. And I take my hat off for the guys that still do it. But hey, I like my job. I'm good.
Are you do you have air conditioning in your factory?
we got fans.
No, we can't because I work at Airlight Plastics, and we can't use fans because it blows particles around. And mind you, our containers that we make, food goes into.
Yeah.
So we can't be sending that to the customer. What I'm saying, potentially risk of getting people sick.
Yep.
So there are days that it get pretty warm in there. But me personally, I can only speak for myself. I'm okay. I'm right.
Yeah.
I just like to do this because I know I'm deficient in some vitamins. So I went and I said, hey, which one do you want to do? I don't really drink like that, so I don't need a hangover. Energy, and I just came off a third shift because I'm training. I got a promotion, so I'm training on first shift, so my hours switch. I don't have a problem with energy because no matter what shift I did, I could wake up still doing somersaults. I don't know how, but I have energy, so I don't need that. So my thing is just, getting the immune system kind of just jump started.
Yep.
So that's why I chose
And
this.
when I did the immune, I don't know, it was probably November or something like
Mhm.
that. I noticed that I quit getting leg cramps when I was sleeping. So like at least for a week or so I was, and then I noticed when I don't drink enough water. I have been better recently here, but like I realized that, man, that's what I needed to drink more water. It helped
Yeah.
me realize that stupid stuff. But now I take the magnesium and iron and some other stuff every day. But
Yeah. So your guys' clinic, is that what we want to call it? Do you guys take blood work of people before they get started?
Typically, we wouldn't.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, when you sign consent and everything, you just know that this is not like a medically necessary
Mhm.
type of thing. But we do screen people.
Mhm.
We want to be safe.
Right.
And so when we look at the medical history and things like that, we're able to get a little bit of insight looking at medicines and things,
Mhm.
you know.
So kind of do you want your clients to basically get with their get some blood work done, so that way when they fill out your questionnaire, you know, you guys kind of see, okay, this is going on, that's going on, this is probably potentially good for you. Is that how it goes?
Well, I mean, you know, you could probably get an IV from just about anywhere.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to have that, but
Okay.
you know, if someone comes in and they have swollen legs, or they have, you know, they don't sound good,
Right.
or you can, you know, you just do an assessment on
Okay.
them overall. Looking at their medicines gives you a good picture too. You know, we check their vital signs, we do things like that, and so you can tell a lot by just looking at the paperwork, the intake is
Right.
what we call
Okay.
it. So. If we were doing, you know, like for the weight loss and things like that, we do look at, you know, labs and things
Okay,
like that.
all right.
So that's a little bit more, you know, conducive to, you know,
Right.
looking at things for
Just in
that.
case people were wondering, hey, do I need to get blood work before I come in and see you guys? You know, that way
Yeah.
it kind of
And-
helps them, you know, the direction they got to go.
Yeah, and the vitamins and stuff, you know, those are some of the things that you naturally have
Right.
anyway, except for maybe the B12. But you know, sometimes people can be a little high on that. But you know, that's not a more common thing to happen,
Right.
really. So.
Awesome.
Right on. Well, you guys have a beautiful day. I'm gonna walk us out here, and we'll let everybody know how we feel next week.
Thank you, ladies, for coming.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.
Run it.
Come and jump in the ride, hop on the bus. We gon' slide, be outside when we pick you up. Take you to a place where you can open up your mind. Say what you gotta say, and nobody blinks an eye.